They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the op. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense. The way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Anthony Averett picks it. is on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown,
and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 16, Jackson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. This time, Jackson will throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was going for the age. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed, because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Mahomes. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jackson looking to throw on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Mahomes will throw for it. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here...
for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Mahomes to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, For the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go.
Short-term memory.
And move on to the next series.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 times. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he almost made it, but just short, finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developed.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and going. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Flushed out right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness